Let me get the core of this message clear right up front. You don't need to lean on anything else but the love of Jesus. Throw away your crutches and walk in his power. Have you ever heard that song? Dun, 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 dun. It's when it goes, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Remember that one? Lean on me. Yeah, I love the kind of possibilities that song describes. Leaning on each other. Fabulous. The problem comes up and surfaces when we're leaning or dependent on the wrong things. When what we're primarily leaning on is not Jesus, but things or even people, we get a false sense of security and stability. When times are hard, where do you go first? I've had people honestly tell me drugs straight up. It's what they're leaning on to get through things. When they get stressed out, they're dependent on illegal substances. Others have told me their crutch is legal, but they overuse or abuse that substance. A third group doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, they don't do those kind of things. But what they lean on is different, but it's still a crutch. They lean on themselves. They lean on other people. Think codependent here. Or they lean on possessions or money. Whatever your crutch is, and I'm speaking spiritually here, it shows up only when you're limping, when we're weak, or when we're hurting, and when we're stressing. In tough times, our true dependencies, who and what we really lean on, show themselves. There was a guy in the Bible who met Jesus at a pool near what they called the sheep gate. He was an invalid and had been for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and he walked. In this story, the invalid was dependent on others to pick him up and put him in the waters. That's who he was leaning on. Notice that the guy doesn't actually answer Jesus' simple question. When Jesus asked if he wanted to get well, I'm thinking this guy was thinking that Jesus was going to pick him up and help him to the pool. Instead of answering, "Yes, I want to get well," he gave Jesus a long list of his problems and his circumstances and why he wasn't able to get to the healing waters of the pool. Isn't that how it works, though? We think we know the problem and we think we know the solutions, and we give those to God instead of a simple answer to God's simple question. You don't need anyone to help you into the pool. You have Jesus. Shucks, you don't even need the pool. When you lean fully on Jesus, when all you have is Jesus, that's when you get to see that all you need is Jesus.